Welcome to another episode of Love Languages Podcast. I'm the host, Darius Love. I am with the infamous, talented, man, I don't even know what else to say about you, Tory Bush, man.
What's up, man?
He's the owner of the Ultimate Guard Dogs. He's an artist, a father figure, a husband.
Yeah.
And just an all-around great guy. So introduce yourself. Who are you? Where do you come from? What do you stand for? Just tell the people who Tory Bush really is.
I'm Tory Bush, from Louisiana. I'm an artist, dog trainer, dog breeder, dog enthusiast. I guess that's about it, man. I just,
So I think I asked you one time about when did you really get into dogs? Because I had a golden doodle and he was terrible. Yeah. So I sold him. He peed on my robe one day and he did that at 2 p.m. He was sold to the highest bidder at 5 p.m.
Yeah, that was.
So what got you into dogs? Like, did you always just love them?
I always had a dog, man, since I could remember. My dad used to have dogs. I had dogs. My first dog was named Mrs. Stack. He was a Catahoula. I got him when I was maybe 3 or 4, and he had nothing but ticks on him. We used gasoline, poured on him, and got all the
gasoline.
Ticks off. Yeah,
did it work?
Oh, it worked like a charm. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had ticks ever again in his life.
I bet he did.
He did great. Then we moved. I was living in Lake Charles at the time. Moved to Lake Charles, and my daddy had game pit bulls. You know what I mean? He used to fight dogs. So when my dog came home, like it's an old saying, but he couldn't stay there unless he had to hold his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So he would whip some of them bad dogs out there. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I always had a dog. Like ever since I could remember, I had a dog. Like,
so if you had to say what was your favorite dog of all time, what would it be?
I could not say that. That would be biased, man. I had so many favorites. They're all my favorites. I love them. They all got different qualities. You know what I'm saying? So I would be a down bad person to say this was my favorite dog. Other people got favorite dogs of mine. Like I got dogs now that people like, oh, that's my favorite dog that you ever had. Like Nick, his favorite dog I've ever had was Angel.
Angel?
Yeah, a Rottweiler.
What? A Rottweiler. Ooh.
Yeah. Like I've had almost every breed of dog. Like my grandmother used to work cleaning houses for older people around, and she worked at the nursing home, and she knew a lot of people. And like just like what you went through, they'll get a dog thinking that it's a pet. You know what I mean? And thinking like you got a golden doodle, but you don't even know what this golden doodle is. It's a golden retriever and a poodle, which are both sporting dogs. High energy, high. That's why it's a mixture that is not for the novice.
That's probably why we ain't work, because me and my girl was trying to make him chill.
No, you should have got a basset hound if you wanted that.
You want something? Yes. That's why I contacted you. I was like, man, I don't even know what.
And I could have got him right for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just consistency and time and patience. You got to have patience with dogs. You got to have patience.
Well, when I hit you up, he was sold the next day. I'm not gonna lie. We was already through with him.
Oh yeah.
So obviously, you know what I was gonna hit on. So the Ultimate Guard Dogs.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. When did that come about? Did you always have a knowledge of that, and then you worked yourself up into?
Man, I always had a knowledge of dogs. I'm a nerd. I'm a dog nerd. If that make any sense, like
Absolutely.
I can see a dog and I can name it. I don't care where I'm at. I can name you every breed of dog that you can. Like, do you know what a Nova Scotia duck-tolling dog is? I can tell you their temperament, what they do, and why they do it. You know what I mean? But I always liked dogs. I happened to be in prison when I came up with the idea of the Ultimate Guard Dogs. One time we was on lockdown, and I had a partner of mine had sacks of comic books. He had been gone for like 15 years already, and he had comic books galore. So I'm on lockdown. I ain't got nothing to read. I ain't got nothing to do. He like, man, you like to draw? Read this. These might be cool for you. So I start reading comic books, and I'm reading through them, and basically they're always the same thing, man. You know what I mean? It's like with DC, you got Batman, Superman, the Green Lantern, and that's it. Yeah. Like Wonder Woman, and then they just revamp them. You go to Marvel, same thing. X-Men, Spider-Man, and you got them, and then after that, you got to revamp. And I look at, like I had he had the encyclopedia, the DC and Marvel encyclopedia.
Oh, wow.
And you can read through this here and see all the stats for the comic book characters. And you know what I'm saying? If you look at them top to bottom, DC and Marvel, their characters are basically the same. They just swap, just outfits and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they all have the same like superpower story.
Yeah. So I got the dog encyclopedia.
Gotcha.
And I looked at the dog encyclopedia, and guess what, homie? Same thing, and some of these stories even colder. If you go for their history, like these dogs have been in war, like real live war dogs. It's a Staffordshire Terrier named Sergeant Stubby. He's actually in the book. If you look at, he is a sergeant, a dog in the army. You know what I mean? A dog, Sergeant Stubby. Look him up. He's a pit bull, a white dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more. I can name dogs more than I can name people. Like I train dogs.
Yeah.
I remember the dog name before I know the owner name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I got them saved in my phone.
I want to tell you something, honestly. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting right here. Talking to you has let me know that everyone has different talents.
Yes, sir.
And the strongest word is talent. Like that's a talent. You took dogs and your circumstances and everything and made a comic book, a breeding company, and can tell me about everything. You know, but the average person is not thinking like that. So it's like I look at certain things like a phone. It's like, okay, it got a million other things about it. I could sell you a charger. I could sell, you know what I'm saying? It's like your mind works like.
But you know the cool thing about that?
What's that?
Somebody thought about that phone.
Absolutely.
It was in somebody's brain, and somebody thought about that so much. How can I do this? And they figured it out. And when they figured it out, now it's a common thing. Everybody got one. But everything, no matter what, this microphone was a thought. You know, the world was a thought. And then God spoke that there be light. And then there was light. So your mind and your thoughts and whatever you speak, powerful. Like, powerful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you say you did time in prison.
Yeah.
If you don't mind speaking on that, because I work at a prison now.
Okay. Oh, you a CO now.
Yeah, I work at a prison now. I'm CO4. You know what I'm saying?
Man, boy, you a CO4, boy.
Hey,
okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I make decent money.
Hey,
the benefits, look. I got life insurance, health insurance.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing.
That's the real grind.
Yeah, bro.
But I've always been in mental health. So I always want to know where the human mind could take you, where your mind can go and being in certain situations. And the reason I asked you is because, you know, most people fabricate their stories and, you know, don't want to share certain things. But so to live it and to actually be in that side, like in that side of it, what was like, how was it for you? How did your mind work?
It was like this, man. In the streets, bro, and then growing up, I come up hard, bro. Like, that's just a normal thing. This was something, I used to go see my Uncle Tony in jail. You know what I'm saying? This is something that I had cousins that would go to jail, come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was just a part of something. You know, like, if I can get along out here, I can get along in here. But when you go in there, you're not knowing what to expect. In anything you do, you don't know what to expect. You can get in your car and go down the street and get in a wreck. You don't know what to expect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at everything like that. So when I went into prison, I listened, I looked. My grandmother always told me, you got one mouth, but you got two eyes and two ears. The more you listen, the more you look, the more you understand. The less you talk, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You can hear better, you can see better.
Absolutely.
So if I don't know nothing, I'm going to shut up and look around and see what's going on first. I observe. And when you get to observing and seeing what's going on, and this is how I need to handle myself, this is how I need to walk in here. If I go in here like him, I'm going to crash out.
Right.
If I go in here like him, I'm going to smooth out and listen. You know what I'm saying? Like people that been here before. I go talk to a dude that done already did 25. You know, like, man, how you did it? Oh, shit, I did like this. Look, prison can make you a bitter man or a better man. You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
And you can either learn from your mistake or continue to make the mistake. You got something in that man that's still doing the same thing when they got locked up. You know what I'm saying? When they got locked up, they go in here and take that same plan, rewrite it, and do it again. Come back. I mean, I done seen, like, literally, bro, I done seen boy get out, come back, get out, come back, get out, get killed. Like, literally, bro. Like, they don't have number 2 years.
Yeah.
They don't have to do all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they come in here, but they don't have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Absolutely.
You gotta have a goal. You gotta have an end. You know what I'm saying? Like when they gave me 16 years, I was 19 years old. I couldn't even count that high. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think like, man, I'm gonna be 36, 30 something.
Like
I'm an old man. Like, man, man.
So what was the first day like?
Man. Well, when you go in this like the Harris County jail
the actual penitentiary.
Penitentiary, man. I was happy to go.
Really?
Yeah, bro, because I was in the Harris County for 2 years. I ain't seen the sun in 2 years.
Ooh.
You think I'm white now, boy? Look, you can see my veins, boy. You can see veins, homie, like for real. So it was like, it was now I was wanting to get out to sea, you know, like, and people that already had been to the penitentiary were like, man, this the worst time in the county. You know, these COs handle you bad, but when you go to the penitentiary, you can go to the store, you can go do this, you can walk around, you can go to school, you can do this, you can do that, you know? So I'm like, shit.
Last question about that. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Do you think prison is actually rehabilitating humans?
It's like this. They give you all the tools you need. It's up to you to use them. It's just like out here. Everything right there for the use. If you want to be better, you're going to do better.
Absolutely.
They lay it there for you to go get it. But they're not going to force you to go get it. You got to learn how to get it yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to lay up there play dominoes all day, man, they're going to give you dominoes you can play all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's up to you. So it's all about what's inside of you. It ain't about recidivism or nothing like that. It's because if this what you want to do, thinking, man. Thinking that you're going to do the same thing over and over again and get something different.
Insanity.
It's going to be the same thing. Yes, the definition of insanity, bro.
Insanity.
Right.
So you say you draw portraits.
Oh, yeah.
Take me through that.
Man, I draw realistic portraits. I draw still life portraits. I draw dog portraits. I draw what I see. Like if you send me a picture or if you sit here long enough, still enough, I can draw you just like you look right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much do you charge per portrait?
It depends on the size. It depends on if you want ink, not ink, but charcoal or color. So normally, like my biggest sizes is probably $100 a face for charcoal, $150 for color, and it's per face. Like I put per subject. So sometimes a person may want a dog and themselves and a building. So if they're $100 per subject, that's $300, right?
Oh wow! So you taught yourself to become an entrepreneur. I saw a video. I think it was the news. When I was
the news.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I saw you at.
Baby.
Oh my God, you're Tory Bush from the news.
Bro, that's me.
I saw you say when I was in prison, I was self-sufficient. I was cutting hair. I was drawing people. I was doing this. So that must have just always been in you.
Always been in me,
and it took you to get to a certain point in your life to just kind of pull it out of you.
Exactly what it was, bro.
So
it was like you don't know what you like. You don't know what you're capable of doing until you're in there. Like you can talk all day about what you're gonna do when you box a dude, but if you ain't never boxed before, once you get hit, it's a different story.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna get knocked out of it. Yeah. You're gonna look like a clown, just like playing basketball. Yeah. You can learn how to play basketball, but if I only knew how to shoot the granny shot, and I got cold with it, I'm playing by myself, got cold, I can granny shot from free throw. Yeah. But I go out here with somebody that really know how to hoop. Yeah. And then I'm gonna look like a clown, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whenever I felt like, man, this is all I got, this is what I know how to do. This is what I do, it's easy for me to do. Why not do it? People ask for it, just do it. You know, that's a talent, that's a gift. Some people get out of their element, you know what I mean, and try to be something that they're not. You know what I mean? Just be you. Like everybody. I love that one. You just gotta be you, man. Be what you like. Like if you don't like that, then don't. Like I was out here whenever I was young because that's where I had to be. You know, you become a product of your environment. Absolutely. But 9 out of 10 times. You gotta learn how to elevate though. You know, you can't sit down there and be the same thing all day long. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You're fighting for a way out. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I could kind of a little bit because my mama sheltered me from a lot. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. She would always tell me, boy, you take your ass to school, you gonna learn something. Grandma, boy, where your homework at? We ain't finna chill around and go hang out there. But I would come outside, I would see prostitutes, drug dealers, you know. Not every time, because we moved around a little bit. Not my whole life, but I mean, you become accustomed. And then I went to school, I come back, y'all still doing the same thing. Ain't nothing changed. You get what I'm saying? Y'all still doing the same thing. Bro, I went to prison, come home, and they doing the same thing. Yeah, that ain't that hard to see. Bro, it ain't, because it's normal. So that's what I do. Like, I don't judge nobody for what they want to do. But don't look at me, ask me for nothing. Right. I don't have, nobody ain't got no excuse for me. Like, you can't tell me what you can't do. Cause nigga. Yeah. I didn't mean that. You been in my house, homie. Yeah, I have. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful home, by the way. Yo, thank you. See what I'm saying? By the way. You know what I mean? Well, elaborate on that. This man got a whole
camp set up.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
man.
lie, I thought I offended you because I asked a lot of questions.
No, I
was
like that.
yo, bro, you got a camp back here. You got a
Yeah,
whole
man.
operation. Take us through it.
They
Like,
got fans, man. My dogs, you know, they are part of the family. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I've been breeding dogs. Shout out Raw Kennels, man. My brother Brian Aber, man. He gave me my first bullet, man. You understand
Wow.
me? That's
Like, just-
real,
yeah.
brother. Like, yeah, because
Yeah.
we man been rocking ever since day one. Ain't never been nothing out of line with us the whole
Right.
time. But we love what we do. We love our dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And I have Geronimo. I have his daughter Gypsy. I have her daughter Trinity. I have her daughter Darla and her son Triple X.
Mm-hmm.
And Gypsy has another daughter named Jubilee. But I have the lineage. You can see from the great grandfather all the way down. And I have that in my backyard. You know what I mean?
That's tough. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I appreciate
Shout
it.
out
man.
to you,
And
man. I ain't
we
gonna lie.
breed quality dogs. You know, we want dogs that can run, jump, listen. You know, just a well-rounded, good-looking animal.
Yeah.
Impressive when you look at it. Very polite. You're very good. You can bring it anywhere. You know, and durable.
Right.
You know, you can leave it outside. My dogs live outside. You seen it.
I seen it. Yeah.
You know, in summer.
Luxurious, but they live outside.
Yeah, you know, they got fans, but they,
Yeah.
you know, they're going to take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I noticed the jacket you got on.
Yeah,
You
bro.
care to show the camera?
Ultimate Guard Dogs. Yeah.
Walk us through it.
Oh, man.
You got merchandise, you got
Man,
the
we
book,
got
you on the
posters,
news.
we on the
It's
news,
going fast, man.
Man,
but
nah,
it's
it
not
actually-
going fast, it's going as planned.
As planned.
As
man.
planned. This was supposed to happen like
Yeah,
that.
from writing this in the day room in on Briscoe unit.
Man.
Doing this with my little homies, man. We'll sit in the day room and do just like what me and Nick do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run and talk and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
That's how, like right now, I'm working on book 2, the graphic design. And man, it's fun. I don't want to stop doing it. You can ask
Absolutely.
Nick. Yesterday I signed like 6 pages back to back to back. And it's like the more I do it, the better I'm getting at it. You know what I'm saying? The more I'm doing it, the more little tricks and things that, you know, it's like whatever
Yeah.
you do. Like,
Absolutely.
man, look, I can cut your hair, funky fresh fade, just like that with a comb and a razor.
Comb and a razor.
Man, a comb and a regular shave.
I get a dry fade with a 1.5, man.
I'm
You can
telling
do with
you,
a
bro,
comb and a razor.
comb and a razor, one of the coldest, man. I promise. Yeah.
I ain't saying you can't. I'm
but
just
I'm saying that's what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
it's not about what you have. Use your tools. If you use them correctly, you can do whatever you want. You know
So
what
I
I'm
got a
saying?
question for you. If you could change one thing about the world or two, what would you change?
I would change like the crab in the bucket mentality. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody doing something and you don't really understand what they're doing, or you don't really see their vision.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't like to follow nothing. You can tell them your vision, but until they see it physically, then they're gonna like, oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When my little comic, like they see, my little comic book was in the binder. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
was just a little comic
Yeah.
book in the binder. Now it's published. Now it's like, man,
He was for real.
Yeah, he for real.
He was serious
Like,
about
yeah,
this.
whatever I'm doing, I'm talking about it. I'm serious about it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And anything else that don't matter, just leave it. You know, it's like this, bro. Remember who you are. Don't lose sight of who you are and what you really love. People like you were talking about basketball. You know, basketball wasn't you. This is you. This is Darius Love. This
Yeah.
is talking. This
Yeah.
is knowing people. This is what you're supposed to do because this is what you're comfortable doing.
Yeah.
Do something that you're comfortable doing. Do something that makes you feel good while you're doing it.
Absolutely.
And guess what? While you happy, happiness brings happiness. And you know, misery brings misery.
Yep.
So whatever you put out, it's like this, man. If I pick up a pile of shit and throw it in the air, what's gonna fall on me? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
So
yeah.
if I throw a blessings, man, blessings gonna fall on
Absolutely.
me. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
whatever what go up, come down. Whatever
Absolutely.
you plant, that's what's gonna grow. So don't go out there planting cactus and looking for watermelon, homie.
Yeah.
You're gonna get them spiky
You
cactus
gonna get
coming out
spiked
there.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the aggression in the heart, and I ain't gonna lie. Ever since I met you, like it's been love, like it's been 100.
That's it,
Cam was
man.
telling you like, man, I got a cousin I need you to meet, man. He's solid. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
I was like, yeah.
And all I want to see is just anybody. I
Yeah.
don't care, just us or whatever. Man, I just want to see people prosper, man.
Absolutely.
And be themselves and do good and don't like y'all was saying, man. Don't blame nobody else. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You can blame. I can sit here and blame prison. I can sit here and blame all this. What that's gonna do, man?
Absolutely. So, how old are you right now?
I'm 41 years old.
If you can give any advice to the youth, what would it be?
Follow your dreams. It doesn't matter who else's dreams. Follow your dreams. Be who you truly want to become. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like when you were in the 3rd grade and they ask you what you want to be when you grow up, that's the person you need to look for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can get lost and become somebody else trying to look for an identity that you already had. Just look back into yourself. Sometimes you forget and we lose ourselves trying to become what our environment is. We become what this is, but don't let that change you. Learn from it, build from it.
Absolutely.
And then take who you are. Because I've been through a lot. I can sit up here, I make a comic book. You know how many, man, come on, man. A comic book?
Yeah.
That's how the boy look, man. A comic book?
Yeah.
Boy, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, they don't understand it, though.
But yeah, I look at the forest. I don't look at the trees.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture.
Absolutely. So where do you see the ultimate guard dogs in 5 to 10 years?
Oh, man. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Worldwide domination. Shout out Jewel, baby. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we come and take it all, man. We're going to be the new Ninja Turtles, Transformers, all that.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to be the rat. What's the rat name?
Splinter.
Splinter.
Yeah.
Can I be Splinter?
Man, but we ain't got no rats. See, we
Well,
dogs.
not like that. Yeah. I want to be,
Yeah.
I'll
Like
be a
Wayne said,
Chihuahua.
all rats got to die. He messed
Yeah,
Splinter.
no, not I want to be. I'll be a Chihuahua because I got bit by 2 of them. So.
Yeah, man, we got one coming up though.
I'll be-
Spook, he coming up.
Yeah, I'll be
Hey,
Spook.
and he formed one of my real life partners I met in prison, man. One of my sellers, man. He's definitely after him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
his character is after his personality. So
That's
I
tough.
got bro. Like a lot of my characters, man, they come from real live people, man. Like,
Yeah.
But I'm just using dogs in
Do
different.
you have
circumstances.
a copy of the book with you?
Man, I'm so sorry.
Ah,
I just got off of work. Oh, you got one in the car? Okay,
All right.
we do.
We could. Yeah. Just if you can.
Yeah,
bring that
definitely. I
in.
should have bought it in. I didn't.